Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to another episode of Think Out Loud. I have the beautiful couple here behind the famous Halifax Cheesecake. I'll let the lady introduce herself first.
I'm Ecem. I'm from Turkey. We started Chacha together with my partner.
And my name is Gael Rakatsanjafara, and I'm from Madagascar. I just recently work now.
Yeah. So how did you two meet?
Like through school.
Through school?
Yeah.
So you used to go to
I'm still going to Dal.
Dal.
Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, I went to SMU, but I graduated in 2018.
Okay.
So, but yeah, I met her through like volunteering events and like other school.
Yeah.
Because Dal and SMU have certain ties with
Okay.
like certain activities,
Yeah.
like welcome week. So.
Okay, that's dope. So who came with the idea of the cheesecake business?
Well, most of the credit goes towards her. Like she
Yeah.
was the one, like baking. She for me as an African guy, like when it comes to cooking, it's mainly just cooking meals and salty meals.
Okay.
So baking, she's the one behind the brains behind it.
Okay.
And I, coming from a commerce graduate, I used a bit of my knowledge to, I guess, basically help each other.
Okay.
To hopefully grow on this project. So.
Okay. So you're from Turkey.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Yes.
So is it a culture for you guys to have like cheesecake as dessert, or you eat it at any time?
No, I think like we have a sweet tooth, so it wasn't like something different to make, and I always try to make like different desserts and type of thing.
Okay.
But this was more like we already wanted to start something like a business, like a clothing company type of thing.
Okay.
So I think it just came up that we created this cheesecake and we kind of liked it, and then we had like a couple friends over and they liked it, and it's basically it just was like supernatural that came out that we should actually try to sell this because no one making this. It's not a Turkish cheesecake, it's from like Spain.
Okay, Spain.
So, and we kind of looked at it in the market, and Halifax really doesn't have that option.
Okay.
So yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say the bakery market, like the street market here, is still very limited, and it's very Americanized, where it's just like donuts and like, especially even the franchises they don't. And people who like cheesecake, there's only one type. It's like the hard crust one.
Yeah.
So there's no really variation and different type. And this is more European style, as she said. This is from like Spain, San Sebastian.
Okay. So who came up with the name Cheesecake Bakery?
That's just like super random.
Oh, okay.
Like doesn't mean anything.
There's no meaning behind it?
No, there's not. I guess because like we wanted to create at that time, so we were like, okay, we want to launch this like as soon as possible. We want to do it, and we just didn't put so much meaning into like name, but we spent time with like logo and all that thing. So the name doesn't have a specific meaning, or like it doesn't really mean anything.
Okay, and then I saw you guys have a website. So what's like the full website? So I will link it in the video.
It's the same thing. It's like
cheesecakebakery.com.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. So what's this flavor? This flavor right here.
So this flavor we just launched. It's a matcha flavor. So it's infused inside, and then before this we made toppings, which is Nutella and raspberry.
Okay.
And we wanted to try something like inside and something different, like matcha, like green tea type of thing.
Okay.
And we were getting already demands for it before.
Okay. So when did the business like officially launch? Like when was the launch?
It was actually a bad timing because like the idea and stuff and the website launched actually just before Corona, like COVID hit.
Okay.
In early like March, late March.
Okay.
So we were kind of established and trying to get it going, and it was really slow at the beginning. We didn't have much stuff, and like we were considering like different strategies to marketing and stuff.
Yeah.
But when we decided to relaunch it again, actually, it's been a month now.
Okay.
So luckily there was this page on Instagram, Halifax Noise Food.
Okay.
They advertised us and shared a post on their page, and they have like 100 and I don't know how many followers.
20,000
followers. So
that's good.
it started, our followers and likes started booming from then.
Yeah.
So I feel like in the Halifax community it's really small, so like the word of mouth, when people talk, they hear decent food, like it spreads around. So
that's how I also like heard about you guys before. Like I knew you even prior to prior to the business, and people have been telling me it's good. So I tried this mocha, right? Matcha. Okay, matcha, and I liked it. So other than this flavor, what's the other flavor that you guys make?
So the original one, it's just like nothing inside, just the original cheesecake one, and the other toppings we have raspberry toppings. Like it's like a jam spread type of thing, and then Nutella spread, which is a chocolate.
So the toppings, they all go on top. It's not infused inside. So we just spread it, like after baking the cheesecake, we just spread it on top when it's cold. Okay. So that's the topping, and this one's infused because it's within the ingredients that we put in the matcha.
Yeah. So how long does it take to make like a cheesecake?
Like probably 45 minutes, like an hour.
Yeah.
I would say Like with all the baking and everything, right? Yeah.
Oh wow. So what would you usually like have with a cheesecake, like regularly? Because I don't know. Do you have it like with the tea, coffee, or just?
Yeah, I think it's good to have like with tea. Like I personally speaking from my cultural point of view, we would have it with like a coffee or tea. Okay. But yeah, I think you can have it with anything.
Okay.
I don't drink tea or coffee, but personally, if you drink warm drinks, probably tea or coffee without sugar, because this is enough sugar for both the drink and the snack.
Yeah, I think it's definitely satisfying.
Yeah. So what's your long-term goal with the whole business? Like, what's your plan? Because right now it's doing well, right? People are liking what you're doing, and are you guys considering eventually opening up like your own cafe? Are you eventually what's the plan like as of right now?
So like a long-term goal, we of course don't have yet like a 10 years goal.
Yeah.
But more, we made goals like achievements for quarterly.
Okay.
So like 4 months, and we already achieved what we wanted to. Like we planned something for December. Yeah. And we already established that. But since I'm working studying full time, and Gail is working like full time, so this is something that we want to do as a side hustle type of thing. Yeah. Than an actual like a cafe and opening up like a job. We don't think that will be our job, but we definitely want to continue. And based on the demand, so we kind of discuss it like what would be happening, but there is some restrictions, because let's say we want to open at the farmers market, then we need to purchase like fridge and all that type of things, and we don't have that type of money yet, so
good. And I think one of our long-term goals is, it's not a decisive one, but it's between either like being a supplier, so let's say providing for like these local bakery stores as a supplier, or opening up our own bakery. So I think those two are something we could venture off if it becomes that big. But essentially, we want to probably maintain like a certain amount of customers and not go over the top. Because as she said, she's focused on school and she's gonna be going on to a master's. Yeah. And I already have a day IT job. So.
Okay. So what does like a busy day look like to you two? Like, what would be like a busy day in terms of orders? Like, how many can you guys handle in a day?
Probably like maximum 10.
Maximum 10.
10 whole cheesecake, which is like 10 hours of work.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, because you said each takes 45 minutes to make? Yeah. Yeah, that's like the whole day.
And the thing is, when we make them and bake them, it has to cool off and sit in the fridge for 12 hours. So we can't use that tray immediately. So essentially we can't be efficient with cooking consistently. So basically in the early morning and then in the evening.
But like the reason we wanted to start this before like opening up anywhere, because we wanted to establish like a customer. Let's say in the long-term goal that we want to open up a place, we already know our customers. They already buy from us like every week, so we establish a relationship and they know us. So we know how much we will be making. Like, it's just kind of a stress for us, because that's not the job we want to do. We don't want to be just a little business owner. So I think it's online right now, and we will stay like low key, because it's just like it's a home-based thing. So, and it's very difficult because like we only have one fridge, for example, and then storing things. So well, we still did a lot more than we should do. Like we took a lot of orders a day, just to like, because people can be like getting frustrated.
So what challenges so far have you guys like encountered?
Like
it's not an easy thing to do.
well, to me personally, juggling everything, because we basically run with the chefs, with also the ones marketing, with the ones who's dealing with the customers. So basically we're like everything. So for me personally, it's like juggling, like messaging, and the thing is, it's on multiple platforms like website, Instagram, and we even have a Facebook page.
Okay.
So it depends on maybe different generations stuff. I even get random calls sometimes, like that them asking like, oh, how to order in this.
Yeah.
So I have to go to Instagram. Like we both have the Instagram page.
Yeah.
I get Messenger, Facebook Messenger message sometimes, and even on the website there's an inbuilt where you can send messages.
Yeah.
So I feel like juggling that and the baking at the same time. But it's kind of nice that like we can both help each other. And like let's say she's baking now, so like I'll be the one in charge of the messages when she's baking, and like basically we fill in for each other. And sometimes because I work, so like it's good. It's tough, but like the scheduling and how busy it can be tough.
Yeah. What do you think you've learned from him working with him on this business?
I think he has like a lot of capabilities to do this type of thing, and like it's some people want to do this. For example, I always wanted to create my own business, like a side hustle, but because you need a partner, you can't do everything by yourself. And I think I'm lucky to have like both, like a life partner and then business partner. So it's like, it was
sweet.
very nice. Yeah.
My heart.
That's really nice. Yeah.